Hey everyone, it's Anico. Welcome back to the channel, and today I am doing the challenge of the month from Jazza on Newgrounds. And the challenge of the month is called Pimp My Classic. And that sounds a little weird, but basically what we're supposed to do is to take a classical piece, either I think as early as 1860s and then all the way back to ancient Egypt. We could take any of those art pieces and pretty much put as much pop culture as late as the 80s into it. So I was like, do I want to do this challenge? Because at first I really didn't know what I was going to do, so I didn't think I was going to do this challenge. But nonetheless, I just looked around, maybe I'll stumble upon something that I would like to do. And I keep a lot of things in mind when I was looking at the artwork. One, is it going to be something that I can easily imagine putting any type of pop culture into? Two, would it be something I would even want to draw? And then three, because I need to put the link of the original piece into the description, I don't want a whole lot. I don't want nudity in the art piece. So I was trying to look at as many portraits where there was no nudity at all, but I did stumble upon the painting, this one painting that I saw, and the artist is, I hope I don't botch this name up, the artist's name is Sandro Botticelli, and the art piece is called La Primavera. I think it's La Primavera. I hope I said that right. But the art piece is from 1482, I believe. So, I mean, that obviously reaches what I can't talk. It reaches that, 150 and older mark, of course. But it doesn't really have a lot of nudity, which I'm glad of. I think the only thing that I can see is just, like a butt. Maybe a butt or two, I can't really tell. But honestly, I didn't want to draw the whole piece because it's a little weird looking to me. So I'm like, do I really want to draw all of that? No, I don't. So I took one section of the art piece, and there are the three graces in the painting. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with these three ladies. I was like, okay, I can make it as modern as I possibly can, put all the fidget spinners and all the, I don't know, other stuff. or, which is the route I ended up going with, I go and turn these girls into basically models from the 1990s. I don't know why I thought turn them into models, but I did. And I really like how it turned out. So the hardest thing for me to draw was the hands and the feet, because I couldn't get it right. I just the feet looked weird, and the hands was very difficult to do because in the original piece, their fingers are basically almost intertwined to the point that I couldn't really tell, is that a finger on this lady's hand or the other lady's hand? But I tried as best as I could. I tried to make sure that the hands looked like hands and the fingers looked like fingers. But I think I did pretty well. The feet, I feel like I think I fixed it because they just looked a little weird to me at first, but I think they look better now. So what I did to the characters, the three Graces, I basically took different styles of clothing from the 90s and put them on each girl. So on the left you have a very like Cindy Crawford-esque style. She's wearing jean overalls, these little sandal high heels, and a jean jacket rolled up, and then she has that very like voluminous hair, and of course brown lipstick and the little beauty mark by the lip. And then I have the lady in the middle, and I just really inspired her by kind of like Full House to some extent, where they have like the very teased and curled bangs, kind of like the half up hairstyle being held by a scrunchie, because heaven knows 90s for me, I had scrunchies and clips and all the cute little pink things. And so but also what I did for her is that I gave her like the very colorful sweater that is, like I said, it kind of reminded me of Full House and maybe Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, if any of you guys watched any of those shows. But I got inspired by those types of colors and the patterns. I gave her kind of like a shorts, kind of like I guess a mini skirt, I guess. Like, it's like right above her knees. And then I gave her purple stockings and those very like platform sneaker shoes. And those were kind of like the Spice Girl kind of shoes. I consider them like the Spice Girls every time I think of those shoes. So I just drew those. And then for the girl on the right is kind of more of a grungy type. So she has like this red long sleeve shirt tied up at her waist. She has these red boots. She has the very choppy highlight and low light hair, which is actually called a Rachel hairstyle, and it was very popular. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could see myself getting that. But I also gave her kind of like a semi crop top shirt with the Nirvana smiley face logo on it. And then I gave her one of those like super curly chokers, because I also grew up with those nice, really cool looking chokers. And I love how the 90s is coming back into modern style, because I just bought, like a couple weeks ago, I just bought myself some new chokers. I'm like, oh, back in the 90s, I wore these all the time. And but yeah. So each girl has her own type of style, and then at the top I decided to add like a magazine logo, and the one that I thought like best suited it was 17, because I kept seeing a lot of 17 magazines. I actually looked up like 1990s magazines, and a lot of them were 17, so I just did that. And and then I kind of added like a date. It's like 1995, And I was like, I now just thinking about it, I'm like, would it actually be 1995 when a lot of this stuff was still in? Like, what if it was like, it was a trend like in early 1990s and then it died before 1995? And what if one of the other trends didn't start until 1998? I don't know. The 1990s were kind of a blur for me. And I think most of that was because I was still a kid. And also the fact that I think I watched a lot of the 90s shows actually in like early 2000s. So I grew up with a lot of the 90s shows when it was still the 90s, but I think I kept watching like Rugrats, Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple. I love that show so much. I don't know why, but I loved 90s game shows on Nickelodeon. It was like the best thing ever, and sometimes when I am bored, I go on YouTube and try to search for them and watch them. But anyway, I kept watching those. I think until they basically stopped airing them on TV. So, but it was very interesting how I like back to the piece. It was very interesting how they look. I actually really like it, and I'm really glad I didn't go with any more pop culture references other than their style in the magazine cover. Because, to be honest, I think if I added like a Furby or any other references or any other thing to it, it would kind of take away the original piece just a little bit. But I mean, it's a challenge and you gotta do this type of stuff, so I wasn't sure what to do, but I really like how it turned out, and I feel like it kind of represents the 90s in a really nice way. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. But a huge thank you to Jazza for setting time to make this challenge every month and to review all the artwork. So, a huge thanks to him. And to anyone that is joining the competition or has already joined the competition, good luck. You guys, I've seen so many wonderful art pieces by you guys, and you guys are so talented. So, wishing you the best of luck. And to everyone else, I will see you later. God bless, and of course, goodbye.